Mondays are so sour when you waking up to flowers. Bring the sunshine through as the ladies come to you. They have hot topics and interesting guests, making your Monday mornings the very best. It's Monday Morning Talks, we got the sauce. It's Monday Morning Talks, we walk the walk. It's Monday Morning Talks, this is Cesar here speaking loud and clear. It's Monday Morning Talks with Soso, Michelle Lachey, and Miss J. It's Monday Morning Talks, y'all.
It's Monday Morning Talks, y'all. Hey, good morning, and welcome to Monday Morning Talks. I am your girl Soso, and I am here with my lady Michelle Lachey. And I usually say, and Miss J, but Miss J is paying some bills this week. So we will definitely have her back next week. So anyway, Michelle, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Yeah, sorry. Pause for dramatic effect. I'm trying to find a way for it to come up on my phone so I can share it. There you go. It's just now. Oh, sorry. Share to my page. Okay. Um. Okay. I'm good now. I can talk now. I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good. Um. Yeah, I'm good. How are you, So? You good too?
I'm great.
Ow. I
Great,
feel like
great,
I'm
great.
so dark. I feel like I'm in the dark.
That's what you gotta have your lights.
I know I have this light, but then if I turn on the room light, it's gonna look
Too much.
whatever. Yeah, it's gonna look like a cheap room light. But all right. Anyway, so let's start with you first. We always start with everybody else. Let's start with you. How was your weekend? So what did you do this week?
See, that's why you start everybody else, because also gonna remember her weekend.
That's all right.
Okay, so we were talking about Friday. I worked Friday night, and then I didn't do nothing Friday. I don't think. I just went home Friday. I believe I went home Friday. I don't think I did nothing. I think I just went home. And so then Saturday, she said the move with the lighting. Oh. Hey, Mark.
I'm in the mood for. Hey, Mark.
Yeah. So Saturday, Saturday. What did I do? Oh, we did a podcast. Duh. I did my Unfiltered podcast. It was a great podcast. Did you watch it this week? No, you missed it again.
I did. What was I doing? Oh, well, never mind. We'll talk about what I was doing Saturday and why I missed it. And because I saw it like 2 hours after, so I have to rewatch it.
Okay, no. Yeah, so it was good. We talked about submission, and so it was just me and Facts. We was out. So it was a really good submission. Made you choke. Okay. and then that's another topic I think we're gonna have to talk about though too one day. And so then I had my niece. So we was planning a family game night at my sister's house, but then my niece said let's do it for her birthday because her birthday is next week. But so we ended up like celebrating my niece's birthday at my sister's house. It was fun. We played spades, and it was like a lot of games there that different people can play different games and did karaoke. So it was fun. What is Mark saying? Somebody not going to submit, they would rather choke to death. Jesus Christ. That's right.
First of all, I
said submission. As I said submission,
First of all, that's not true, Mark. Second of all, I don't mind submitting to someone who is submittable too. But
yes.
I gotta be submitting to something. Okay. I don't mind submission, but I need to submit to your mission. And if you don't have that, then what am I submitting to?
Exactly.
Not nothing. Not nothing. But I had to learn that when I got grown, child. When I was young, whatever. But anyway, this ain't unfiltered. Okay,
Yeah, that's
continue.
another topic, Mark.
Right.
Oh,
Uh,
Mark, I'm not even putting that post up.
please don't.
I'm not even
Please
putting that.
don't.
I'm not
Please
putting that
don't.
comment up. Anyway,
If
back to
y'all
my
want to see what he
weekend.
said, y'all go on Facebook comments because don't post it.
Back to my weekend. So then Sunday. So we're in the process of shooting Joey and Jordy Hip Hop Love Story, the short film, and we've been going through so many trials and errors trying to keep cast and get it, get the cast together, get it right. So we have not been having a successful shoot. We at one point we only had one successful scene shot. This Sunday, I had all my cast members there.
Mhm.
We got 2 scenes shot. I was
Nice.
so happy. I was like, this is great. I was like, guys, I didn't even have no coffee. So you already know, like, me, no coffee allowed. So I'm
Right.
like, guys,
So without
I'm
coffee.
really, really happy. Right. I had the worst headache too. But I was starting to get irritated a little bit by, since some little things was like really big things because I was so irritated because I had no coffee. But we got this thing shot and I was just like, I'm so happy. I said, I know I don't look happy because I don't have coffee, but once I get my coffee, y'all gonna see how happy I really am. So if y'all
Right.
watching, I have my coffee. I am very happy we shot. Like we have not been able to shoot a scene, and so it was like we got 2 scenes shot, and I was just like, thank you, God. We got a steady cast. We're about to get this thing rolling. So next Sunday, we're going to be shooting a couple more scenes, and we're going to be soon in the editing process. And that's what I'm waiting for, to get into the editing process. So we did that. We went, we worked, we did our thing. We got out. Then I had a client, like last minute client. I got to change my busky too because I didn't know I had myself open on Sunday. But I got a last minute client for lash extension, so I did her. Then I, dropped Brittany off at home, and then came home, chilled out a little bit. And then I went to go visit a friend, and we had fun. And so that was like my weekend, and I'm here. Thank God for the blessing of waking up this morning, doing Monday morning
Amen.
talks.
Amen.
Amen. What's
Okay.
your weekend, Shells? I'm a little jealous of your weekend, a little bit.
My weekend was amazing. Okay, I had a great weekend. Friday I just worked. I'm trying to think if I did anything Friday evening. No. Um, no. I worked. I went to my friends. I went to my friend slash client, and that was like a kicking it session because like that's why I love by going over her house a lot of times because it's not just I go service her, but I get to service her and visit my friend at the same time. So
Right.
that was nice. I kicked it with her. Friday, Saturday, Saturday I went to an open mic, and I performed, and it felt really really nice to
Really
perform. Yes, yes.
good.
So yeah, I did. I had a great time. I went by myself too. That's another thing too. Like, and then what was so dope, like the feature poet is from Chicago, and
Mm.
he has a set in Hazel Crest every Tuesday. So I already know where I'm going
Really?
next time I come visit
Oh,
him.
I think that's where my sister goes. He does. It's at her kids' sister's mom. Because her kids share the same dad. So
Mm-hmm.
their sister mom. I think she like owns the venue, and they do spoken word on Tuesdays. So my sister goes there like every Tuesday if she can. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't been yet.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna hit that up. So that was nice to have noted, a hometown set that I look forward to going to
Mm-hmm.
see. Um, but yeah, so that was that, and so I just spent some quality time with me on Saturday, and then
Yes.
yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I was so glad I did. First of all, I'm so proud of myself. I got up and I went to church. I sat in the church building. I wasn't a bedside Baptist. I didn't turn it on virtual. So I was very proud of myself. I could have paid attention a little bit more, but it is what it is. But went to church, and then after I left church, me and my son, we did some running around, and then I went to go see my husband.
And which one
Sorry.
is that?
Ralph Tresvant.
Oh, my sister's gonna kill you.
First of
Shemaine,
all,
she
let me
loves.
tell you something. I ain't scared of your sister. I done fought off many other people for him. Okay,
Honey,
I
she
am
got like so
ready.
many pictures with him.
Mm.
She is like in love with Ralph. I was a
I
Johnny Gill girl myself and Bobby
I love
Brown
it.
back in the day.
Let me tell you something. By the end of the concert, this dude that was sitting a couple of seats over, he was like, "Okay, Mrs. Trez, man." I said, "I know that's right, baby. Let the world know." Okay, it was my stepson's birthday yesterday. Okay, come on, come on. Yeah, so I danced the night away with my husband. So me and Miss J, we kicked it. We had a blast. We had so much fun. It was everything. And it was,
Okay,
it
you
was
got
just
to soaking it
everything.
in. They'll be here on the 5th. I think I'm
They
gonna pick
will.
it up
They'll
and
be in
get
Chicago on the 5th.
yes, and because I seen
And
BBD in concert, and I'm like, I gotta see New Edition because I seen BBD. I have to see New Edition. Okay. Now who was with them? Charlie Wilson and who else?
Jodeci.
Just them and Charlie Wilson. Jodeci.
And Jodeci. Let me
Oh
tell you
really?
something.
Oh shoot! Let me get my ticket now. Hold on.
Well,
What
let
did
me tell you
Jodeci do?
something.
Was it just
I
JoJo or was it the whole
I
person?
missed Jodeci because the city of Atlanta decided to book a cheerleading competition on the same day as this concert. So all of the parking was occupied by the cheerleading competition when I first arrived. So yeah, I was gonna take the train in, and I'm like, I knew I should have took the train in.
Mm.
I literally, the concert started at 7. I didn't park until I got down there by like 6:45. I didn't park until like 8:30.
Oh wow.
And that's because they had me going in circles. They had stuff blocked off. So I miss Jodeci, but by the time we got up in there, Charlie had just got up there. So I'm sorry, Casey and JoJo. I wanted to hear y'all too. Ooh,
It
yeah.
was just Casey and
I,
Josie. Casey and JoJo or the whole Jodeci?
I'm sure it was the whole Jodeci if they got the name Jodeci because Casey and JoJo would go out as just Casey and JoJo. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
they had to at least have one of the Dalvin or the other one. I
Yeah.
don't even know his
Probably
name because he's
Javante.
insignificant.
Javante. Javante. Javante was the finest one.
No, Dalvin, baby. Dalvin had my
Dalvin.
attention.
Yeah, Dalvin was. Never mind. Yeah, that's who it
Hmm.
was.
Yeah. So yeah.
Javante was fine too, though.
I don't know. I just want to know I like
Yeah,
Dalvin.
he was.
Can I talk to you? Hey, I really wanna meet you. I would really wish I
Past
was able to see them.
memories.
But Charlie put on a good show. Charlie was looking good. I almost brought him home to my mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, Charlie. Come on, stepdaddy. Come on. Yeah, he was look good. And then of course my husband. Oh, Ralph, I love him so much. Anybody know Ralph Tresvant? Let him know his wife has been waiting for him for the past 14 years. Okay, baby, I sang every last
I
New
got
Edition song
you.
that they played.
I'm about to write him right now. I'm about to write him
Please
right now.
do.
I'm gonna tell him.
Please do. Please,
James,
please,
your
please,
wife, your estranged wife,
please. She
is
waiting,
waiting for you.
cause first I married Ralph, and then I had to marry Dion Cole because Ralph was taking too long, and Dion was local. Now I still, I will be in a poly relationship with Dion and Ralph all day. That's just what it'll be. Ralph gonna be
Nice,
singing in
nice.
this ear, and Dion gonna be making me laugh in this ear, and I'm gonna be like, "Ooh, my babies."
Okay. So moving on. Moving on. So,
Okay. Think
so
I ain't finna be in a poly relationship with Dion Cole and Ralph Tresvant. I need y'all to get this out here. Y'all share this video, share this video, share this video to get it to Ralph. Okay? And get it to Dion. I've been trying to stalk Dion for the longest. I be commenting on his stuff. I be in his inbox telling him how proud I am of him. I'm so proud of you, baby. I'm so proud of you. And then he don't say nothing. But that's
good
okay.
morning, Annette.
Hey,
How are
Annette.
you? Thank you.
He gonna see
Stop
my
this girl.
love. He gonna see my love for him.
Anyway,
She said, uh,
oh Ralph,
"You see that,
so
Ralph,
he went
honey?
crazy.
Oh, baby,
He
that's
went
my
crazy.
baby, honey. Even I like let me tell you something, okay? I liked it, Ralph, even when he had the crooked front teeth, baby, when they was broke and they was little kids from Boston. You have to count me out. I'm a true lover. You heard me? I love you, Ralph. I love you.
So Michelle loves Ralph. Okay, we got that clear. Michelle loves Ralph. Now D, yes, all day.
Who? Dalvin and that? Is that who you talking about? Oh, Deion Cole. Oh, Deion Cole. Angel, I love you. Don't
I
have me
never
fight you over my husband
understood the
now.
attraction to Deion Cole. I never
Oh my
saw the
God.
attraction.
Deion Cole. First
Mm.
of all, yes, Deion. First of all, I love Deion when he was the broke down, starving comedian and
Right.
and
Mm-hmm.
what's the name of that place they used to be over there in that corner in Lansing? Outriggers. Outriggers. He
No,
used to be at the new
that's my
50.
favorite restaurant.
He used to be at the new 50.
Anybody want to take me?
Baby, I remember he was at the new 50. Now, Deion done been through some things, okay? He has really, really been through some things, okay? I fell in love with Deion
Yeah,
when he
I'm
was
proud
on Def
of him.
Comedy
I'm proud of
Jam.
him and everything. Coming through from Chicago, I'm proud of Deion Cole. I mean, it's never really saw like that. Like,
He
oh,
was on Def
Deion,
Comedy Jam, and
yeah.
that's when I fell in love with him, and I knew his whole routine. And then I remember seeing him at the new 50 and Harvey. It was down the street from my house, and I went to go see him and stuff, and he was drunk, and he fell on top of me, and I was like, oh, honey, are you okay? That's the closest
Okay,
I've
so
ever
moving on.
gotten.
Moving on to the top today's show topic. All right,
I love him too. See,
we're
Angel.
going back into yes. Oh, great. That's Deion Cole. I'm gonna hit him up and rap for you.
He stopped right. Them
But
eyes, baby. Ain't it them eyes? And then he funny. Now you know a funny man. So. Don't act like a man
I
who
mean,
could
he's
tell a
funny. Yes,
good
he's
joke.
funny. He's funny.
Oh my god.
I can
A
admit
man
that.
that could tell a good
He's
joke.
very funny. I like him. I like him. Like I like
I,
him as an actor. I like him as a comedian. I like his story. You know what I'm saying? I love his story. That don't mean that I find him like the sex appeal. He
oh
cute.
yeah, that's
You
fine.
know what
You
I'm
that's
saying?
one you just one less woman I gotta fight for him. Angel, have you ever seen him do his little Instagram with the video, especially when the pandemic started? He used to be doing his DJ. I said, look at my baby DJing for us. Ooh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes,
Okay, maybe
even
I
when
gotta
he
look at
was
him
fat,
again because
he was still sexy. You heard me? I love you, Dion.
okay, we were gonna check him out again, maybe.
Okay.
Anyway, moving
That's
on from Deion
my
Cole
other
and Ralph
husband.
Travis.
Trez
Travis,
Van.
I already got his name.
Trez
Travis,
Van.
whatever it is.
Get my name
Ralph
right,
from New
girl.
Edition. We're gonna go. We're gonna go back into. I got something in my eye messing with you.
Come on, hey, we
We're,
can talk about him all day, girl. We're gonna have us a text conversation about some
yeah,
Dion.
yeah, that's gonna be a private
Y'all
chat.
share this so Dion
Um,
can see it too, cause he think my love is fake and I'm just some regular stalker groupie. I'm not Dion. I'm the real deal. You heard me? I ain't even
oh
gonna
my
take you for
God,
your
Shell,
money.
what do you have in your coffee, Shell?
Nothing.
Because it's something in there. Is it an aphrodisiac or something like? What is in your coffee?
Girl, I'm high on Ralph Tresvant. Is you crazy?
But you
Y'all
talking about
don't.
Deion Cole?
That's because the residualness of the high from Ralph is transcending to Dion because they both my husband.
Okay, there you go. Anyway, so moving on again for the fourth time for the topic of this show. We're gonna go into more of Q&A. We didn't finish the Q&A from last week, and we don't even have Poppy here with us today. But the last week we had to do a tribute to our great friend Mario Kaleo. Again, rest in peace. We really, really miss you, but you have been my peace. Let me tell you, Mario. I have his thing hanging in my car, and he has been really controlling my road rage. I'm for real. Like I would get mad at a car and I'm ready to snap. I look at Mario, his pictures is smiling, and I hear him like so F that. They're not even effing worth it. Like, don't even get yourself upset. Like, I hear him. He's like in my head, like calming me down. Like, even when I was mad or something, I got in my car and when I was mad. And like, he literally was like, he's like my peace on earth when he's not even on earth. So again, thank you, Mario. So yeah, so I miss you so much, but we dedicated the show to him. And so we didn't go into finish our Q&A for Black History Month. Shells, I don't know if you have more questions, or did you ask all your questions last week?
I asked all of those.
Okay, so we can go
I don't
into
have
mine.
the. Yeah, you could go into yours. I don't have the questions.
Okay. So yeah,
It's
so
on the
I'll
phone
go into
we're
my.
doing the show on. That's the thing. So you could ask ask your question
Okay.
because it's not on this
Okay,
phone.
so I asked my questions, and those in the comments, you all can answer, have your opinion on the questions as well. And if you have questions, you can comment your questions, and we will also read them and answer them also. So, Shell, so of course I'm going to ask you, you're going to answer first.
Mm-hmm.
How important is it to you to support a Black-owned business?
That's a good question. It's very important to me. It's important because, for one, I am a Black-owned business. Because
I have that hoodie.
right. Mm-hmm. So it's important to me. If anything, it's important to me for I don't want to make it seem like I'm doing it for a selfish reason, but just for a karma reason, just to plant seeds, you know what I'm saying? For us all to grow, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's how we all can grow. If everybody plants seeds with each other, and then we all can grow. So I think it's very important to support people and and if anything to let people know that they are supported, even, you know what I'm saying? Like in your endeavors and such, because doing a business, although it's easy, it's not easy. It's not easy to put yourself out there, especially, depending on who you are as a person, but it's not easy to put yourself out there. So I think it's very important that you support people, and then just let your fellow brother, your sister know that, we got this, that we are not just consumers. You know what I'm saying? We're entrepreneurs as well. So, and our businesses are important and they are needed. So I think it's very, very important. Miss Sosa, what you think?
Of course, it's very important to me because of them shutting down our Black Wall Street. It's important to me to try to build up that Black Wall Street. I feel like we need to learn to support each other even through mistakes. Like, we support a lot of businesses when they make mistakes, when they say derogatory things towards our nationality, when they
Mm-hmm.
give us horrible customer service, or they really refuse to give us great customer service. We still go in and we still support them and continue to make them rich. Or I feel like we should support each other's business. I am a Black-owned business also, business owner rather. I'm not a business, that's a place. And so
Yes, you is, honey.
I'm a
See,
business owner, not a business.
you are a
And
business because your business is what you do.
yeah, I own a business and I mind
But you,
my business.
but you are a business. You're a
That
service
pays me.
provider. You're still a service
And
provider. You're a business.
yes, I'm a service provider, business owner.
Keep going. Or you better elevate your
So,
status, honey.
and
Even
so,
if you don't feel like you are, you better walk it like you talking.
well,
Continue.
I don't
I'm
want to be a
sorry.
thing. I want to be a person. Um, so yeah, so I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so I think that is very important that we grow our community and support our community so we can be more than just rich. We can be wealthy. We need wealth in our community, and we need to grow. And so it's very, very, very important for me I try my best to support as many Black owned businesses as I can. Some of them, yeah, unfortunately, I do get. I don't either. I done purchased stuff from Black owned businesses that never even got my item. And this from friends, and I don't know if they, because we friends, like, we don't. You know what I'm saying? So I got to hit them up like, hey, I didn't just give you money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I purchased something trying to support your business, but I'm like, getting my item. Or I support a black owned business, and it's like, and again, I didn't get service, and then I didn't get all my money back fully. When you know you provided no service, you felt like you want to just give me half the money back, or so I did have bad services. But just like any business, if I get bad service from any business, and I don't care, black, white, whatever, I would not return to your business. I don't even go. I don't know who on what nationality on White Castles, but you won't see me buying from White Castles. I don't go to no White Castles anymore just because of one location. I know it might be a franchise, but I don't go to no White Castles. And so like, so it don't matter what the biz, who owns it. If I get bad service, and it's not even just the bad, it's you can, maybe you made a mistake or you gave me a little bad service, and if I reach out to you and you give me bad customer service, if I reach out to you and about something that you didn't do, and you give me attitude, you give me, what I'm saying, all this ego and all, what I'm saying, all this arrogance, then I won't service you. Now, if I reached out to you and you was like, oh, hey, my bad, blah, 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 this and that, let me rectify the issue, then yeah, I will service you again. So we need to understand, we need to know that we want to be supported, but we have to know how to give that good customer service. And that's why it lacks in our community, why people say, well, I'm not supporting this business because their customer service sucks. So we need to learn how to treat each other respectfully, especially if we want to support someone to support our business. So that's where we fail as a black owned business community, is because we don't know how to give great customer service or rectify an issue. They take to offense when someone's coming to us about an issue they have with our business. We don't know how to rectify the issue. We start getting offensive. And we're not trying to offend you. We're trying to say, hey, just like if it was Walmart, we come into customer service to return an item. We got to come to you because the item, either we didn't receive it, or it was bad, or the service wasn't good, or maybe something messed up. We need to learn how to properly handle conflict, or situations like that, and not make it a conflict. And if we can get that together, then we can build back our Black Wall Street.
Yes. Okay.
Wait, she said something before that. Sorry, I'm gonna click it. Sorry. So Annette said, I thought you was gonna read it.
Oh, sorry.
You don't see. So Annette said, it is. She's still thinking about Ralph. It is important because if we're gonna fight for our rights, we need to be the backbone for the ones that can go for their dreams. That's very true. That's true. I agree. So with the bad customer service, and that's true also. And it's sad, but it's true. But we got to get it right. We got to be. It's so many clothing brands out here. So many people making with these black owned clothing brands. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we still looking down at people because they ain't got on Gucci or Fendi or Prada or Versace. When you got all these black owned clothing brands, all these black owned designers, all these black designers out here that's doing it, you know what I'm saying? But they could be doing it like Gucci and Fendi and Prada and all those places if we supported them like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to get it together.
This is true. This is true. Okay. What's your next question, friend?
Next question. Are other black people reasoning for not supporting black businesses justifiable?
Mm. Well, seeing that you just gave some of those reasons and you just justified them, I'm gonna say yes. I mean, because you didn't already argue that, lawyer. Okay.
I know.
Counselor. Right.
No, I do got my
Okay.
paralegal degree.
Okay. Because you sure gave your summation properly. Okay. But yes, I do believe that people assumptions about some businesses are justified, but in the same manner, like you said earlier, I do believe that I wish that we would give people more grace. But and I also wish that a lot of people wouldn't take advantage of the grace of those that do extend it. I have had people who have been very, very understanding with me, knowing that my business is a lot, it's just one person, it's just me. I'm still a mom. I still got to work. I still got to pay bills. I still got to live life, and this business isn't all that I do. And so they are very understanding of that. And there have been times when I feel like, I have taken that grace for, taking advantage of that grace. Oh, like, oh, that's so and so, they can wait, and that's not fair and that's not right, because just because I know that person, I shouldn't make them wait. You know what I'm saying? So that is a practice that, I am working on. But yeah, just said all of that to say, yeah, I do feel like people are justified with the things that they say, but I feel like instead of blasting these businesses, you try to help them. And
Right.
even if the help is not even really per se putting them down, but just like uplifting them in a certain way, like give criticism and not critique, and
Right.
and however they perceive that is how they perceive that. But that's, you can't control that, how people take things in that you say. But if you really try to help somebody, they may not get it today, but 5 months from now they might. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the one thing that we could do differently. So yes, people are justified for how they feel, but I think instead of us just criticizing, we need to help each other still. That just shows how weak we are in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Help each other. Help each other, and continuously help this person. Sometimes people don't get it the first time. They might not get it the second time. They may not get it into the 20th time, but still help them and support them, and still encourage them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's it.
Well,
You
I
would do. You didn't already said it. Like I answered number
right.
question 2 and question 1.
Pretty much. Right, pretty much. Some people are just, but you have some people though that I wouldn't say, because they'll go to one black owned business and get bad service. Then they're like,
Hmm.
I ain't supporting black owned businesses because
Hmm.
they got attitudes. I went to go get my nails done from this nail tech and she had really bad attitude. They prices are
Hmm.
too expensive. Like I can go to the Koreans and they charge me $20 a set. They come
Hmm.
over here, they charge me $65 a set. So that's why I don't support them, because they want to be so expensive with their prices and da
Hmm.
da 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 da. But then you going into Nordstrom's, and or as soon as you get some money, you paying $200, $300 for a Versace shirt, $1,000 for Versace jeans, and you know what I'm saying. But that's no problem. But then you go get your nails set for $65. This girl done paid thousands of dollars to go to school. She probably done paid more money for advanced classes. She done went and got all kinds of microbiology and sanitation, and you know what I'm saying, all kinds of
Hours
education.
of practice, all it,
Right,
and
hours
people
of
act like
practice, stress.
practice is free. When you doing a service,
Right,
practice ain't free. You got to pay for them products
because
you
you're using your
practicing with.
product. Right.
You
You
got.
using your product. You got to buy all this stuff. So you're going to an educated, trained, licensed nail
Hmm.
tech, opposed to going to a nail artist. There's a difference. Nail tech is making sure that they are protecting your natural nails underneath what they are doing.
Hmm.
Your nail artist is making sure the artwork on your fake nails look beautiful. They don't care about your natural nails. As you can see, putting
Hmm.
that hard drill on your natural nails. As you can see, not properly disinfecting their equipment while they placing it onto your natural nails. So there's a difference. So yeah, pay that $65 to that nail tech, and not that $25 to that nail
All
artist.
right now, girl.
So
You said to that nail tick. Come on, boo. Tell them
period.
now.
So those are not justifiable reasons that, oh, black people raise their prices up. They're paying, is you pay your worth. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? If it's worth it, pay it. Or you get one bad experience from one black person, now you got an excuse of why you're not supporting every black person. Then, or even trying to go, they probably don't even know you got a problem with them, because you probably never even said nothing to them about it for them to make themselves better, like you said. So
Hmm.
how do they know that? You give them one chance and one chance only. Now you blah blah bam bam, you done. You didn't even reach out to them to see
Hmm.
if how you know what I'm saying, how they would respond to you. So those
Hmm.
are not justifiable. But like I said, when I reached out to some people and they, I got that whole arrogance and that whole top. You know what I'm saying? Like that's different. No, I won't support you no more. But I'm not gonna take it out on the
Hmm.
whole community. I'm just gonna
Absolutely.
not support your business no more.
Yes.
So So, number 3, do you feel it's okay for a white person to call a black person ghetto?
That's a good question. I think it has to be, to me, like taking, like, I would have to take in context what, like, the situation, what was being said, because I know sometimes being called ghetto is just like a lame layman term for being called a, um I think it just all depends on the person it's coming from, the content that's behind it. Um, oh, that's a good question. I've never really had anybody white call me ghetto. Like, oh my God, you're so ghetto. Um, so I don't know how I would feel hearing that from somebody. Um, hmm. Yeah, but if it's like one of my homies that was raised in the ghetto with me and they was like, man, you ghetto, then it's like, you just like you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, to me, it's like a difference, depending on if that person comes from that environment and they know it and they understand it. You know what I'm saying? If you from the ghetto, because white people could be from the ghetto. If you
Yeah.
from the ghetto, then you can call me ghetto. I guess it's like the N word. I guess it is. If
Right.
you from the ghetto, then you can call me ghetto because you understand that culture and that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm not bougie, you know what I'm saying? If I call somebody else bougie, it's, to me, it's gonna be like insulting. But if I'm bougie, I'm like, what your bougie self? Be like, you too? Okay, girl, we so bougie together. Huh?
People call me bougie. I'm not bougie. I'm from the ghetto.
You bougetto, baby.
You saying I'm
You just
ghetto?
don't, you just don't know it. You just don't accept that part of yourself. But it's okay, friend. You a little bougie. Did you just say pay that $65 to that nail tick?
That's right.
Right.
He
Pay
deserve it.
pay pay that money. Pay that money. Right?
He
Cause you
deserve it.
that's right. And it's okay being bougie. There's nothing wrong with that. People make it seem like, oh, being bougie is no, you that means you just like the finer things in life. And shoot, you should. As you should, because you deserve the finer things in life. And there's nothing wrong with desiring that. And the finer things in life ain't got to be Jordans or whatever else people
Right.
say and put money on. You could have luxury
Jordan.
in something that's not labeled. So yeah, I kind of went on a tangent, but the whole gist of that is, yeah, I think if it's just, I don't know, if you ain't from the ghetto, then don't come to the ghetto because you don't know nothing about the ghetto. One of those things. So, what about you?
I asked this question because I heard a white person call a black person ghetto. And I'm not sure this white person was from the ghetto. But I think
Mhm.
because this white person here, the black girls call each other ghetto all the time. Like, you ghetto girl. Oh, that's some ghetto. Or sometimes I would say, like, stop acting ghetto. So
Mhm.
I think that they felt like it was comfortable enough for them to say, y'all just being ghetto. And so when I heard her say that, I was like, is that okay? Is that appropriate?
Mhm.
How do I feel? Should I say something? So
Mhm.
it had me question in my head, like, you're from like North Chicago, like, or wherever you're from, but it's not the hood. And you don't know our struggles of being a
Mhm.
ghetto. You don't know why we call it a ghetto.
Mhm.
So for you to say y'all being ghetto or whatever, and I was just like, it was that appropriate? So I had to ask that question because I don't I felt sorry, I almost felt like she basically said y'all some ingas,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
That's.
and but she didn't mean it in a malice way, she it was jokingly, but it just seemed like it was like cultural. It wasn't. for her culture. What's the word you say? Disappropriation? Is that the word?
Cultural
Like it's not a
appropriation.
yeah.
Cultural
So
appropriation. Yeah.
yeah, and so yeah, and so I felt a little weirded by it. So I guess like you said, if they haven't grew up in that culture, if they haven't grew up, if you've been living in Clarendon Hills all your life,
Mm-hmm.
and then you come around people who grew up in like Harvey,
Mm-hmm.
and then you say, "Oh, you're so ghetto."
Mm-hmm.
You can't say that. Like you
No.
don't have that right because you don't never. You probably this is like the first time you ever even seen a black person front
Right.
to front. You know, and like
Right.
some of us never went to school with us, or maybe saw two of us in it. You know what I'm saying? So like you can't really say that. So I don't think it's okay for. I mean, like even I don't think it's okay for someone who never grew up in the ghetto, probably never even been to the ghetto, probably never heard the song "The Ghetto,"
The
and
ghetto.
right. So to call us
Hey.
ghetto, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't think it all depends on, like you said, like how their upbringing.
Honey, I'm gonna have to listen to that when we get out, cause now it's in my head.
The
Tell about it too short
ghetto.
to just
So
peep the game. Don't call
Mark
it right.
says
Oh,
no, they can't unless they are familiar with the culture of the ghetto. That is correct. We all
absolutely.
agree. We all
Yes.
agree. All right. So, Michelle, I want to ask you, what do you think of slavery in the Bible?
What do I think of slavery in the Bible? Hmm. Um. Well, I mean, I think slavery is a practice that's always been around. Um. I think that slavery in the Bible is different from the slavery in America. Um. I'm sure that the slavery in America wasn't the first time that practice was ever done, where people were very cruel and manipulative and such. But I think that most of the time when you hear about slavery in the Bible, it was more about people paying off debts, not being someone's property. Um, I understand people say how, people justify and whatever they did what they did, people have done what they done, and that's that. But I think that slavery in real life, not I don't want to say real life like the Bible isn't real. Slavery in recent
Now time
history, right? In recent history is
after Christ.
different from the slavery that's in the Bible. That's just my opinion, and I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but I do think that way. Like I said, that's not to say that people weren't cruel and they didn't misuse people and abuse people back in the biblical days. That's not to say that, but I think the general census behind slavery, from my understanding, is that slavery was more about people paying a debt, and you working for someone, like, okay, you owe someone, or you do this, or you know or it was like maybe even like a punishment, but it wasn't like this your life, like you have to give everything, you strip you of your humanity and dignity and pride, and strip you of everything. I don't read about it in the Bible where they stripped these people of everything and made them take away their names and their native tongues and their religions and their thoughts and their processes. It's two different things. Yeah, they worked. To me, like, that's the only thing that really was like parallel to slavery, from this. When did they bring the slaves over here? 1600s.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's just my opinion. And I know it's probably an unpopular opinion, but I don't care.
Your opinion is similar to mine, as well. As when reading about slavery in the Bible, basically some people actually sold themselves into slavery to take so they can provide for their families. In the Bible, they weren't taken from their country and brought, what I'm saying, whipped over here or killed, or, what I'm saying, to get here. They wasn't trying to run away like that until like Pharaoh really just, went crazy with with the slaves or whatever. But also I believe that too, with slavery in America, the Bible was forced in to scare and to make us be more forgiving to what they are. This is why our culture is so accepting to everybody and
Mm-hmm.
forgiving to everybody, because of the Bible was, pushed. And I guess what was written, a lot of things that was written that maybe we should have read in slavery were taken out of the Bible, so that, so many missing pages, missing books in the Bible. And was it like 21 missing or 11 missing books of the Bible or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's like 21. Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
something like that. Yeah, and so it's like, maybe because people do get mixed up. When I remember somebody posted something on Facebook about, and I guess it's somebody who's like stopped believing in God or some stupid stuff. And they was like, oh, look at your God. Y'all talking about y'all believe in this guy, but he's saying it was something they reshared that said something like about said something about, hold on, I guess when God said, like, if your slave doesn't commit or listen to his owner or something like that, the owner has the right to be his slave or something. But if the owner kills his slave without any reasoning, the owner will be sent, since, burned or whatever or something like that. And it was like God is giving that is slave. See the slavery in the Bible, and God is telling them to beat their slaves or kill their slaves. I said, so you saw this one little thing that somebody posted, and you shared it without going deeper and reading more into what slavery was in the Bible. You just saw that
mm-hmm.
one post, and you just put it all on God and instead of researching it yourself. So slavery in the Bible and people get it so twisted because they are twisted with the slavery that happened here.
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe that there's a misconception of what the slaves was in the Bible and what it is here. And then when our ancestors were slaves, how they were, it was, what I'm saying, their religion. I don't know if they had the same Bible as what we have here. I don't
Mm-hmm.
believe they do. And of course, the King James version is like, King James is a very bad person, and for him to even make a Bible when he was a horrible person, and that's what was thrown up on our people, that King James version, to like really scare us, and that's why we are so accepting, we are so forgiving, we are, what I'm saying, because that's what they wanted to instill in us. Throw that Bible, throw that King James version on them, so that they can read this version and take away whatever they had back in their country. Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was the same Bible, because there's a lot of different Bibles. Jehovah's Witness Bible is a little different from ours. The Quran is kind of different from the American, version Bible, the King James version. So you have so many different versions of the Bible that we don't know, like, if the slavery that was written in this Bible too. Sometimes I still have to question some things that's written in the Bible, because who actually interpret all this stuff and
Mm-hmm.
wrote it. So some of the slavery stuff that was written in that Bible, probably even that particular one that somebody shared on Facebook, maybe that didn't really happen. Maybe they trying to justify why they did what they did with the slaves in America, and they wrote it, they interpreted it into that way and put it in the Bible. So it's a difference, but I don't know for sure, like, how to interpret all of it, because it's been written so many different times, so many different ways. So that's my answer. Now, next
So,
question. I ain't got that many.
uh,
Annette said, what did she miss? You missed us talking about, Annette. We talked about is it, what is it? Well, what did we talk? Oh, well, the last one we did was, do you feel it's okay for a white person to call a black person ghetto? And then we just did the what do you think of slavery in the Bible? Now we're gonna go into the next question, Michelle, is, as an African American, what do you want to see different, less, or more of in our communities?
Girl, that's such a loaded question. What do I want to see less and more of? I want to see more solidarity and less division. I want to see more understanding and less, I don't want to call it violence, but yeah, I want to see more people understanding that it's okay to ask for help. I want more people to, in the community to embrace that your mental health is just as important as your physical health. And a lot of people don't realize that a lot of things that are physically wrong with them started in their mind because of their
Mhm.
mental health. And that can prevent a lot of different things. A lot of different things. I want to see more people breaking cycles and breaking chains instead of embracing them. I want to see less people embracing the bad and uplifting the good. Um, I want to see more of our creativity because, baby, Black folks are some creative people.
Mhm.
I love it. I love the creativity, and I want us to embrace how great we are. A lot of people just, they still stuck on what we ain't and don't realize what we are. And
Mhm.
understand that, it's okay for people to want to understand their past so they could be more present in their present.
Right.
Um, I think a lot of people don't realize that. Like, if you understand where you come from, if you understand your people, and then, even just some understanding, like even when I see like Nigerians, like for real, like some real straight off the boat Nigerians, and you
Mhm.
be like, wait a minute, that's how my people act. So when you think is this like, okay, certain folks, like it could be traditions coming all the way back from Africa. So it's like it's okay for people to want to know where this past comes from, so you can understand who your people are right
Right.
now in the present. So yeah, just let's love on each other more, and stop comparing ourselves to each other. How many times have you seen somebody of another race or ethnicity be like, I like this type?
You went out. I can't hear you. Something just happened. You just like pressed something and you went off.
How about that?
Yeah. What did you do?
It's
Like
because
you
I got a
pressed.
phone call. I forgot to put my stuff on Do Not Disturb.
Oh, okay. I'm like.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to have to leave. Okay. I'm going to leave and come back.
You know, leave and come back. See. Go ahead. I guess I'll answer the question while you're leaving to come back. So I'm gonna say, as an African American, what I just want to expect to see different, less or more of in our community. Kind of the things that Annette you're putting in the comments. I would love to see less family drama. I would love to see more family support. I know, it's sad when you hear people saying, your family is the least people to support you, and it's a lot like that in our community. You see other communities where families are supporting each other 100%. Making move ways for the next family member. That's staying. That's how they able to stay rich. It's by keeping it in a family. So I would love to see more family support. I would love to see more people. Hold on. I'm sorry, I had some background interference. I would love to see more Black people. I was trying to say, like, get more in touch with their feelings. Oh, you're back. That's
I'm
great.
back. Can you hear me?
You sound like a robot now. You sound like a chipmunk.
Okay, hold on.
You sound. That's what I hear. You sound like a chipmunk.
Hold on.
Yeah, go out and come back in.
How about that? Is that better?
No, go out and come back in.
Oh my gosh.
You sound like a chipmunk mixed with a computer in his mouth.
Oh my God, you sound fine though.
Get off the show.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to kick Shell off so she can fix her sound. Anyway, so yeah, I want us to be able to show more emotion and be able to get in touch with our inner self and not be afraid to be emotional, especially our men. Like, I want our men to feel like they don't always have to be so strong, that they can get emotional, that they're not looked at as weak because they cry, because they show emotion. I would love to see
How about
less.
that?
See, she sound normal, Mark, on your end, but on my end, she sounds like a computer. You still sound like a computer. Why did you get off what you was on already?
What you talking about?
The phone that you were on.
No, it was on the same phone. I was
You,
trying. My friend. Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
you sound funny.
My friend Siobhan is here from Chicago.
Uh-huh.
So she just came to the door. So she was calling me to tell me that she was outside, and I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Okay. I'm still on the podcast.
Okay.
So now I got dogs in the
Get back
background.
on the can you get back on the phone you were on?
It's the
Because
same phone I was on. It's
this
the
is
same.
the phone you were on?
Mm-hmm.
But now you sound really
James,
distorted.
can you please close that door?
On my end, you sound like a chipmunk with the radioactive frequency in his mouth.
I don't know. It's the same.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. You were just normal like the entire show, and then like.
Because I got a phone call. That's what happened.
So you want me to call you so you can be back normal? I
You
mean, how
so
do
silly. No, hold on. Let's try it again. I'll be back, y'all. Then Sophia can answer the question. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But my friend is here from Chicago.
Hey, friend from Chicago. Great. Now get off the show and go back and come back in. Hurry up. You ain't got that much time.
I know. Did you answer the question?
I was in the process. I did answer, and I was going to go into the next comment.
You and Annette can chat it up while I do this, okay? Chat it up.
Okay.
Ayla,
All
I'll be
right.
right back.
Bye.
And I'm going to put myself on Do Not Disturb when I come back.
Yes, put yourself on Do Not Disturb. She's crazy. Okay. A good crazy, y'all. Okay, so Annette, you said less violence. Definitely, I wish that we would have less violence in our community. We are really just killing off, especially all of our young people, our young men and young women, like just killing each other off. And I really, really wish we had less violence in our community. Also, but too, think about it. A lot of communities have a lot of violence, but theirs is more so like indoors, where they're like murdering the family members and the husbands and wives and things like that. So it's not as seen or as talked about as our community is, because we're doing ours outside the home, and so it's seen more. So we definitely need to scale back on the violence in our community so that we can grow as a community. More truths. Elaborate that a little bit more on that for me, Annette, if you can. So I can feed off of what you're saying. So I just need just a little bit more elaboration on more truths. Less family drama. Girl, our family be so dysfunctional. We definitely need less family drama because it is so dysfunctional. Here's Shells. Let's see. We add it back in.
How about that? Is that
Oh
better?
my God, it still doesn't. But just stay on, because Mark said you sound normal. I'm just gonna have to deal with this crazy stuff I hear in my ear.
Well, I tried to use another device, so I don't know.
And that said more expression. Yes, we definitely need more expression. We need to express ourselves a bit more. less anger in the expression, shall we say, because we can be some angry folks, so we need to bring down our anger. You said truth of knowing things but not saying anything. Oh, like that uncle. Yes, whatever stays in his house, who goes on in his house
Mhm.
stays in his house. Definitely, we definitely need to start speaking up when we get in that situation of the family members. We need to be as a family. When you know that this is happening in your family, you need to do something about it. Like,
Mhm.
if you go into your mom and telling your mom your brother just touched me, and mom's like, well, don't say nothing, or he didn't, defending that stuff. That needs to stop. That needs to stop. It's too much in our community. Like, trying to keep it, because we still love our family so much that which one you love more, the brother or the child? You know what I'm saying? Like, he know what he doing is wrong. You know what he doing is wrong, but you're gonna make it like it's right to your child. So
Right.
yeah, that definitely needs to be. They and that, yeah, that's definitely needs to be dealt with, because that's sad and it happens a lot. Okay, Shell, you ready for the next question?
I'm
I
ready.
said,
Sorry,
you ready?
my niece is here. There's Lucy. Oh my God, there's Lucy. There's Lucy.
Oh, he's
Say
so
hi,
cute.
Lucy.
Oh my
Hi,
God,
Lucy.
so
She missed me. Okay, now bye. See ya. See ya. Okay. Sorry.
cute. Is that a girl, boy?
A girl. It's Lucy.
Huh?
Lucy.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucy is cute.
Mhm.
Um, what kind is it? I love dogs. I love dogs. So when I see a dog, I love dogs.
I don't.
You don't know what kind it is? Boo. It's just
Mm-mm.
furry. That's all you know.
And she's so sweet. So yeah,
Okay, so tell, are the BLM groups really effective?
the Black
Are
Lives
they
Matters.
Black Lives Matters? Are they really effective?
Um, I don't know if I could answer that question with the what's the word I want to say, with a full knowledgeable opinion, I guess you can say, because I really don't know much about Black Lives Matter. I don't want to really trust what I read in like the media. Because we all know how that can be tainted. I do believe that we do need something that, or some type of an organization that looks out for the people. Um, but to be honest, I don't really know. I don't hear about Black Lives Matters like movements. Like I never really hear about Black Lives Matter until like some type of protest or something like that. I don't hear about Black Lives Matter breakfast program, like the Black Panthers or something. Um so I don't know. I can't really give you an opinion on Black Lives Matter. Do I feel like they are making things worse? No. But do I see them making such a distinct change? No. So that's my opinion on them.
Yeah, I feel like because we have groups that's not really for what the Black Lives Matters when they first started stood for. So you have a lot of different Black Lives Matters groups. So some groups are making the actual movement look bad because they're out there just causing rackets and saying like Black Lives Matter, but they're not really for Black lives.
Mm-hmm.
And but then you have the actual people who's really Black Lives Matter. But I just feel like it seems like with the Black Lives Matter group, the Black lives only matter when it comes to police brutality.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if our Black Lives Matter, that group should be for black on black crime, you know what I'm saying? Any crime in the Black lives in our
Mm-hmm.
community. It shouldn't just be for when a black person get killed by a white person or by the police.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I feel that maybe that's not why it's not taken as serious as it should with people in our community, because they feel like, why do our lives only matter when it comes from the hands of the police?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know why they do it, because we don't get the same. Police don't get justified like they should. They don't get the time in jail or whatever that they should if anybody else. If we was to kill a police or we was to kill each other, we would get life, and the police don't. So I understand that matter, but I don't understand. I don't understand why they don't, if it's, you know, a black person killed by the hands of another black person. There's so many crimes, you know, in our community that's in the hands of us. We need to be marching against ourselves also. So I feel like it's effective when it's not 100% effective, I'm gonna say, because like I said, you have these other groups that's using Black Lives Matter as an excuse to be ignorant, you know. So it's causing an effect on the actual Black Lives Matter. So they need
the bad apples are spoiling it for the bunch.
You say what?
The bad apples spoiling it for the bunch.
Right. And they need to weed out those who's not really for the cause and really take a step further into what this movement is really about. Is it because Black lives is all over our lives? Are we getting killed by each other, by others? You know what I'm saying? Our businesses are being shut down by others. You know, you got other people coming into the country, opening businesses and becoming successful when we can barely get our business up off the ground. Is Black Lives Matter just for a murdered black person, or is it for the living too? You know what I'm saying? So we need to get to the root of what Black Lives Matter really mean. Mm-hmm. And once we get that, maybe it can be effective and maybe it can bring something different. Because right now, I still see the same thing is constantly happening. Nothing's really, we're marching, we're protesting, but nothing's really. The best thing we got was the guy going to jail for killing George Floyd. Mm-hmm. That was about it. And that's because they had to start burning down stuff.
Yeah, that's what we always got to do.
Yeah.
We always got to get ignorant.
Gotta get
in order for them to listen. You
got to get ignorant for people to listen to you. Ain't that crazy?
Sometimes you got to disrespect. Sometimes you got to be disrespectful in order for them to respect you.
And that's in real life. I'm gonna enter in here real quick, but I want to
put something. I'm gonna come off.
Sorry. I know that's me. I had to. I gotta bring something up because I want to pull this up before we end. Sorry. Trying to see if I can find it. Go ahead and talk, Shell, while I look for this.
I don't even know what you're looking for, girl. What you?
I know. That's why I said talk while I look for it.
Oh, well, I don't know. Are you done with your questions?
Oh, Annette got some.
Annette says, I feel as though as long as there's someone yelling all lives matter, it's not that effective. I can agree with that too as well, because that it just cancels it out, right?
Yeah, all lives matter. Yeah, that's not effective.
And all lives do matter, but
all lives do matter, but they say it they try to knock down the fact that we're saying Black Lives Matter.
But yeah, like somebody said, I saw that somewhere or heard it somewhere where someone was like, yeah, all lives do matter, but the fact that we have to say Black Lives Matter is why we have a problem.
Exactly.
The fact that you even have to mention it, like you shouldn't even have to mention it. Like it shouldn't even be a thought. No one should be like, oh, Black Lives Matter. Like how many times do people say, Asian lives matter? Like,
Right.
who had to start a whole movement for people to start really caring about the lives of Asian people? We had a killing spree of Asian people, and they solved that crime in less than 2 hours.
And then Asian lives matter. You know what I'm saying? Like now y'all still in the slogan of Black Lives Matter and want to add, but when they say Asians lives matter, nobody said all lives matter.
Right.
That wasn't right after the all lives matter when Asian lives matter. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like he went in and shot up a nail shop. We had a dude come in and shoot up a church. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, he went to the massage parlors,
okay, your massage
and
parlor
he said that it was because they
with
were
prostitutes.
yeah, they were basically giving happy endings, and he was a sex addict. So that's what it
So
was. He was
that
trying
was
to
his
he was,
happy ending.
he was trying to cure himself, girl, by killing all the people who was encouraging his sexual prowessness.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, but what was the excuse for the
It's a
man to
whole lot of dead people there if I did that.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. And then they the whole thing, the matter that this man was able to give a reason as to, and the reason was shouted out. That shouldn't even matter. We don't Your reason don't justify nothing of why you going in there
Mm-hmm.
shooting up these people. I
Right.
don't care how many sexual fantasies you had. We don't care about your reason. The police, keep that to the police. Like that shouldn't even be broadcast to the, you know what I'm saying? Like, why does his reason matter? You just killed
Mm-hmm.
all these people. Why does your reason matter?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's the point. He still got that privilege as a murderer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you
Right.
said Asian lives matter, but this man still had the privilege to say why to the public why he did this, and people
Right.
try to say, "Oh, I understand." You know, like that's it's dumb. So it's very dumb. But before we go, I spread this all over my social media, and I just wanted to spread this now. Are we trying to get justice for this? Is my daughter's best friend. His name is Javion Johnson. So it says he was seen on foot running from the police in the West Pullman area of Chicago. The very next night, the police was made contact with his mom and told her that her son was shot and killed, and that the responding Chicago police cruiser accidentally ran over his body. This is from his family. We were told that he was pronounced dead around 2:13 February 8th. Now something doesn't add up. If Javion was seen running from the police just after 2 p.m., then how was anyone able to have shot and killed him around the same time that he was getting chased? We are asking that everybody please share this post and help us get answers for Javion Johnson. If anyone saw or heard anything around that time, please contact the family at 312-218-8391. So we're trying to get justice for him because it don't make sense. I don't know the reason why he was running from the police. That don't even matter at this
Mm-hmm.
point. The point is that he was shot. They're trying to say he was shot and missed a chase. But who gonna shoot you knowing you running from the police but the police?
Right.
And then the fact that he shot, and if he shot laying on the ground, why would a cruiser run him over? So
Right.
what it's looking like is like he was ran over first, then shot. So and so he was 20. He would be a month before his birthday. He got murdered. He would have been 21 March 8th. The fact that he was
Mm-hmm.
pronounced dead at 2:13 p.m. February 8th, and the mother did not find out until the following night that he was dead. The following night they found out he was dead. Not the same day. The following night. So we are looking for just y'all can the post is actually on the Monday Morning Talks page. If you don't see it, I'll repost it. It's on my unfiltered page. It's on my personal page. Please, y'all share this post, spread this post around. We really need justice for this boy. His mom, she only had 2 boys. That was her baby, and she don't have her baby anymore. That was my daughter's best friend. And so it's like, please just help us get this justice. I know some people got ring lights in the area. There got to be cameras in the area. Maybe the police don't know about, because who knows if they took down trying to cover whatever it is that they've done.
Right.
Probably got their body cams edited already. So if y'all can help us with justice for Javion Johnson, please, please, please call the number on this post. And this will be put up on our Monday Morning Talks page as well, if it isn't already. That was our Q&A for the day. And next week we will be talking about Black love and marriages. And Miss J will read off some of her questions as well that she had. And so thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate you all. Please continue to tune in. Please subscribe to our Facebook page. Our YouTube page, Monday Morning Talks. If you didn't already like our Facebook page, please like our Monday Morning Talks Facebook page. Also, you can find us on iHeartRadio. Please go on there and click view that you viewed for each one of our shows. If you've been keeping up with us every week, please go on iHeart and press that you've watched these shows and follow us on iHeart so we can get to that top of that list. Support us. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Have a great week and always a blessed Monday. Bye. Bye.